there's this disconnect between an area of the country that was really ravaged by COVID, and they are just absolutely sticklers about, for example, signs everywhere. You may not be in an elevator in New York without a mask. Florida, we recommend you put your mask on. Be kind to your neighbors. But it's not any kind of a mandate because Americans don't want to be told how to live your life. You know, Mark Meadows was on TV over the weekend talking about trying to live with the virus, because that to me is, this was Mark Meadows, the president's chief of staff with CNN's Jake Tapper, regarding the expectation from, I guess, Biden, Democrats, others, that we have to get this virus under control. Nobody knows what that means. Nobody understands. And I'd love for somebody to define that. There's a million different explanations of getting the virus under control. Well, you have to have it under 5% positivity. No, you have to have it under 8% positivity. No, hospitalizations have to be. What does it mean to try to get it under control? Here was Mark Meadows with Jake Tapper over the weekend on CNN.
So here's what we have to do. We're not going to control the pandemic. We are going to control the fact that we get vaccines, therapeutics, and other mitigation
Why aren't we going to get
areas
control of the pandemic?
Because it is a contagious virus, just like the flu.
Yeah, but why not make efforts to contain it?
Well, we are making efforts to contain it.
By running all over the country, not wearing a mask?
Jake,
that's what the vice president's doing.
We can get into the back and forth. Let me just say this. Is what we need to do is make sure that we have the proper mitigation factors, whether it's therapies or vaccines or treatments, to make sure that people don't die from this. But to suggest that we're going to actually quarantine all of America, lock down our economy.
No one's saying that.
Well, they are. Joe Biden's saying that. He says lock everybody down. We're going to have a dark winter.
Now, when you hear that, a lot of this is a litmus test. When you hear that, that either makes sense to you or it doesn't. If it clearly wasn't making sense to Jake Tapper, running around the country without a mask, that's the equivalent, that's the Democrat line. How dare there be rallies? I guess Cher held a Biden rally in Las Vegas. 37 people. I mean, it was bad. You know why Biden isn't doing a lot of campaign stops, apparently? I can tell you why. More Trump people are showing up than Biden people. Trump supporters are showing up at Biden rallies. Biden's got, 37 people standing in circles, socially distanced from each other in an empty gymnasium, an empty parking lot, and then Trump supporters show up and start honking the horns and yelling 4 more years. Now, that's what a Trump peaceful protest looks like.